Good morning, everyone. I am Debbie Cronister. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And this morning, I have a cute card for you. We are going to use the greeting from Lily of the Valley. This greeting, the happy birthday. And we are using the Sweet Old Friends. So one of our designer series papers is called Silly Old Bear. And then it coordinates with Sweet Old Friends, and this is a bundle. And so we're actually not using this today, but we're using the paper from it. So, and I have a fun fold card, which is always fun. So let me get rid of this and get my paper trimmer in here, and let's get started. So this is an expanding step card. That's what it's called. And we're going to start by cutting this at 4 1/4. I know I'm not doing foiling today. After my presentation was foiled last week, I decided I was not going to be foiled again. So I have to have more time to play with it. So we're 4 1/4 by 9 1/2. And you guys know eventually I will get to it. I'm just a little busy, so I'm not messing with my foiling machine. Although we are doing a team meeting today, so if you're on my team, today and tomorrow, we will be using it at the team meeting. Okay, and that was 4 1/4 by 9 1/2, and I will put all these measurements in a PDF for you, and you can download it and recreate it yourself. And then I'm going to score at 5 1/2. Make sure we're scoring here. Let's get rid of that. 5 1/2, 6 1/2, 7 1/2, and 8 1/2. So every inch. Okay, now I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to turn it with the scored end up. And I'm going to go to 1 1/2 inches right here. And I'm going to cut to this first line. So let's get our cutting blade back up there. We're going to cut to that first score line. Just like that. Then I'm going to move this over to, I think it's 3/4, but let me just double check my measurements here. Oh, I didn't write it on there. Ooh. Okay, we're going to guess it's 3/4. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. 3/4 of an inch, because it's half of that, which would make sense for what I'm going to do. And I'm going to score to the third score line, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to stop right here, which is at my 3-inch mark. So I'm going to score to 3 inches. Just want a good line there so I can see it when I'm ready to cut, and so you guys can see it. Okay, I think we're done with the trimmer. We'll just put it right there for now, just to be sure that we have it close by. Okay, so now we have this, which has a cut line, and then it has a score line to the 1, 2, 3rd one. I went a little fast, but that's okay. So I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to cut from here to here. Then I'm going to cut across, and then I'm going to cut from here to here. Okay, so we're going to start at the 1 inch where we started, and I'm going to cut up to this diagonally to this score line. I'm hoping you guys can see this. Let's see what my Facebook is doing here on my tablet. It should be popping up, right? And of course it's not. Everybody else under the moon is popping up. So, let's see. Oh, no, it's not doing anything I want it to do today. Okay, so then we're going to cut across here. Once you've gotten to that score line, you're just going to cut straight across. And then you're going to cut from there up to that final score line. And that's going to give us the stair step look. So we're going to fold this in half. Grab my bone folder. See if Everything else over here I need. I think everything else is over here on my table. Okay, so we want to burnish those score lines. Really good. Okay, now I have some pieces I've cut. So I've used the designer series paper from Silly Old Bear, and this sky, this cloud. I'm not real thrilled with the crumb cake, so I'm hoping it's going to come out looking better than I think it will. And I've used Very Vanilla because the paper has Very Vanilla in it, but it's not my favorite here. This has some really cute things on the back. It's almost a shame not to just cut those out, huh? But we're not going to. We're going to put that inside our card. So this is going to go, which would be the inside of the card normally. And we're just going to put that, whoop, don't drop it on there, right on there. It's only 1/8 of an inch difference, or a 1/16 of an inch difference, 1/8 total. And then I'm just going to attach it to the inside of my card. So for doing this card, it's easier to work from the inside out, because once you get all the stuff piled on here, it gets a little awkward. Okay, and we're just going to go right there. I do have a square here cut, or a rectangle, that I cut to go right here. So let's go ahead and put that in this time. Now, if you're worried about it showing on the front of the card, I don't think it will. You could drop it down a little bit, because all your layers are coming down to the bottom, but you see how big that is. If I put that in the center, it probably will not show. This is my pattern. I make a pattern for my cards now. And so we're just going to put that right in there. I think it'll be fine. It's below this line. I guess that's my gauge, is make sure it's below that line. So this score line, this cut line here. So it's going to be below that. Okay. And then we're going to, oh, I forgot to get a block for my reading. Let me grab a block. Because we're going to have to stamp that at some point. And we're going to need a black pen. Let's grab that too. Okay, so this is in here, and I have fussy cut Pooh and his little buddy, who I can't think of his name right now, Piglet. Pooh and Piglet. And I'm going to just attach them right down here. And then you could write your note there. I love the back side of this paper. It's just so pretty. It's got the pink plaid on it. And I'm going to kind of have them go off a little bit. Okay, now let's do our middle panel. And the middle panel is cut at 3.5 by 4.5. And that is going to get glued right there, right over here on this left side. So let's go ahead and put some adhesive there. We're going to cover that whole side there, so there's no problem. And so I'm just going to put it right in there. I want to make sure it matches at the top and the bottom. Pull that over it. And so we'll work on this panel now. This is our middle panel. And I have cut a piece of the designer series paper that has the woods in it. So I'm just going to attach that to my Very Vanilla layer. Just like that. Oh, I should have my little things out, huh, Lisa? Lisa Hansen's husband made me some guides for my edges. They are right here. So he made me a set of guides for my edges so that you can get a straight edge. I know I'm seeing these all over the internet right now. So this is see if I can figure out which is which. This is a quarter. So this is 3/16, which I probably won't use very often. But this is 1/8. So this would fit right in there. But I'll have to show you how to use those. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my happy birthday on here so that it's across the top here. And this is what I took from the Lily of the Valley stamp set. Love this happy birthday. It's just a fun one. I just got ink on my fingers. And I'm going to go high because Pooh's kind of tall. And this one only has the 2 layers. I did not put another layer in between. I thought about embossing it. We have a cute embossing folder that goes with this set. And it's called, let's see, what's it called? Oh, somebody can help me out with what it's called. It's called, I'll link it. I'll put it in my instructions. Even though I'm not embossing with it. Oh, it's a big one, isn't it? 100 Acre Wood. Of course, it would be called 100 Acre Wood. So you can see it is, whoops, let's turn the right side up. It is the map of the 100 Acre Wood. And we have a designer series paper that has this on it too. So one of the sheets of designer series paper. Okay, this one is going to get attached right here. First, we're going to attach it to our crumb cake, of course. That one I could have put another layer in. This paper and Winnie the Pooh, Silly Old Bear, coordinates with our new ink colors. So it coordinates with Golden Glow, Highland, Hydrangea Hue, all of our new ink colors. Could have done this and done it in the green as well. So here I'm going to line this up with the edge of my card and attach it, just top, bottom, and left edge. Just like that. And then I'm going to put my little bear on there. And I think I'm going to pop him up. Let's pop up some of these characters on the front. So I have a bear, which I'll put dimensionals on. And see, that's what I meant. He's so tall, I wanted to be careful. Yeah, it's okay. You can still see it. I have a piece of Tigger. This was on a cut line, and so I thought, you know what? He's so cute. I want to use him. And this is just showing you one way to use those pieces that end up on a cut line. So if you cut your paper and that happens, or if it's part of the design that it ends up that way, then this is one way to use it. I probably should have put him flat, but that's okay. He's going to pop up right over here like he's laying down watching what's going on here, peeking in. And then I have Piglet, who is going to be dancing in the background, so I am going to put him on flat because he's so happy because it's your birthday. And we're going to put him a little higher. And there is my card for today. So this is just a fun card, a fun, easy card. It's just a couple layers. It takes one sheet of paper because you cut this layer is cut from your sheet, and then these 2 layers are cut from the piece that's left over. I just went ahead and cut mine earlier. So thank you for joining me today. I am here every Wednesday at 11 a.m. and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.